He's gone. He's gone from here. The evil is gone.
Should have told somebody.
I told everybody.
Oh, for God's sakes, he can't drive a car.
He was doing very well last night.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Nick Push. Let's talk some Halloween. Let's talk about Dr. Loomis and his one possible grave mistake he made in the OG Halloween 1978. Before we do that, do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you like talking Halloween. I'm always going to be talking Halloween on this channel. No matter what other topics I cover, I'm always going to come back to Halloween. It's my bread and butter. It's my favorite horror franchise, and it is probably my favorite thing to talk about. So, that being said, let's talk about if Dr. Loomis made a horrible, horrible mistake in the way he handled Michael Myers escaping from Smith's Grove in 1978. So Loomis made all kinds of decisions when he was trying to track down Myers on October 31st, 1978, right? He made the decision to head to Haddonfield. Correct decision. He made the decision to check the graveyard. Correct decision. He made the decision to shoot Myers later that night. 6 times, mind you. Correct decision, right? But he did one thing that I think was a huge mistake. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, number one, if you think Loomis made any mistakes in Halloween 1978, and if so, do you agree with the mistake I'm about to mention here? So, that being said, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a very quick decision he made, a quick line of dialogue between him and Brackett over by the bushes. Brackett says, "I think I should notify the radio," and Loomis interrupts him. Says, "No. If you do that, they'll see him on every street corner. They'll look for him in every house. Just tell your men to keep their mouths shut and their eyes open." So right there, Loomis decided not to contact the radio or TV or press or whatever. Not to make this public knowledge. Right? So was that a mistake? Would Loomis and Brackett notifying the radio, television, whatever, the public essentially, the town of Haddonfield, would notifying them that Myers has escaped, he is there to for a slaughterhouse, right? Would that have done anything to change the events of Halloween 1978? I don't necessarily know. You know, we can speculate all day long, but from what we gather, from what we see of Myers in Halloween 1978, he's always in the shadows, right? Now, that could just be the way he's filmed. Obviously, you know, he's out in the open by the schoolyard. He's out in the open by, in Laurie's backyard or Mr. Riddle's backyard, right? Even the shot next to me here at the Wallace house, you know, he's right out in the open. But it's Halloween, right? There's all kinds of people right out in the open. They didn't know what kind of mask Myers was wearing, and he's just standing there, not doing anything. So would it have done anything? Like I said, we don't know. However, I think we can get our clue from Dr. Loomis himself. Let's travel forward 10 years to 1988. And what does he tell Brackett when he's, ranting and raving? "A filling station in flames. I tell you, Michael Myers is here in this town. He's here to kill that little girl and anybody who gets in his way." Right? That whole 6 bodies, that whole speech, right? There's another line in there. When Meeker says to Loomis, "What the hell do we got to do to avoid a repeat of 10 years ago," right? What does Loomis do this time? He changes it. He says, notify the police station, or notify the TV stations. Tell people to get behind locked doors, right? Get off the streets, get behind locked doors. Loomis did a 180 10 years later. Now, obviously, he was very suspicious, and he pretty much thought, he pretty much knew what Myers was going to do for the most part, as far as, killing people in 1978. But there's maybe that little bit of doubt he had, hoping that he was wrong, right? By the time 10 years comes by, he knows all his worst fears were right. He looks over the balcony and Myers is gone, and that kind of half smile he gives, like, I knew this would happen, right? And then he obviously dealt with the events later that night in Halloween 2 at the hospital, and Myers is still kicking. Obviously he's going to make some different decisions because Myers was, probably even worse than he imagined before the spree on that Halloween night. So obviously he's going to make some different decisions. But I think it's telling that he made the exact opposite decision regarding this in Halloween 4 that he did in Halloween 1978. So tell me down in the comments, like I said, do you think Loomis not notifying the radio or television or whatever in 1978 was a huge mistake on his part or not? Because it wouldn't have changed anything, in my opinion, probably. Would you not consider it a mistake? Look, Loomis is my favorite character in horror history. I love the guy. I love Donald Pleasance. Rest in peace. But I think even though it wouldn't have changed anything, I think even Loomis himself would admit that what his decision, his quick line of dialogue there with Brackett was a mistake. Let me know if you agree with me. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.